welcome back to Digger Dan Metal Detecting. I've done exactly the same thing as I did last week. I couldn't help myself. I wandered across this field, just through the hedge here, just through the gap there. I wandered across that one. Didn't find a great deal. On the way over here, I found a button, a nice bronzy sort of button, and a really tiny piece of silver, I think, which I'll show you at the roundup anyway. But yeah, it's really small. Yeah, it was hard to find. Even the pinpoint, I didn't want to find it. But I've done the same thing, and I've come over back to the medieval field, back here where I was searching this middle dip. And I seem to be finding some really nice artefacts. It really coming up. It was, this field was just alive last week. So I couldn't resist coming back. We had that beautiful purse bar, which somebody did comment. Sorry, I can't get back to all the comments. It does take me time. Someone did say they think that type is a later one. So maybe like sort of 1500s Tudor, basically. Which is it's cool, it's very cool. But yeah, very nice example, complete, so very unusual. Yeah, we had some really nice bits, didn't we, last week? I just want to talk about my sponsor, basically, Dragon Detecting. I know I promote it, which I'm going to, it's part of what I do, and honestly, all I want to say is you won't find, the reason I do promote Jordan is because you will not find a nicer guy running a business. He is absolutely just so genuine. He's the only that is the only reason that we're sponsored by Dragon Detecting, is because of Jordan. And I'm not just saying this, honestly, he's the most kind-hearted and nice guy ever. You won't find a better person, genuinely. So yeah, that's the reason we're sponsored by them. That's the reason I would really like you guys all to just, as much as you can, support Jordan, if anything. He's just fantastic. And he's running a brilliant business there. He does some great deals. He always looks after customers. Of course, I'm going to say it, you can use my code DIGGERD10 for 10% off. Which is another bonus to you guys, isn't it? It helps me as well. I do get commission. Obviously, that's what sponsor is all about, isn't it? I don't get a lot. It's 5%, I think, 5%. But it's, something. It helps me, helps the channel. It's great. And you guys are helping the channel by doing that, by using Dragon Detecting. So, yeah, please use Dragon Detecting as much as possible. Like I say, just because of Jordan, really. Great lad. Cheers, Jordan. But yeah, no, we're going to crack on. Less chatting. Let's go do some detecting, shall we? Let's see what medieval stuff we can come up with. I'm sure there's going to be more in the middle of this field here. We'll have a great day, beautiful sunshine. I'll see you on the first hole. We're going to start our day off. Oh, there's another signal there. We're going to start our day off with a huge 80s. 89. And there's a bit of a divot here, strangely. I don't know if that's a hole that's been dug before and something been left behind. I don't know. Possibly just trash, but I don't know. Changing. It doesn't sound as good anymore. Well, it's out anyway. That was quite deep, actually. It's in this. Yeah, it is just trash. Just a blob of sort of aluminium-y stuff, I think. Some sort of rubbish. But yep, there we go. We'll start the day on that. Another big signal here. 90s, 91, 92. Very bright. Nice dot on the screen as well. Had a few little signals, just bits of lead and what have you. Nothing too exciting. Move moved. I think it's just on this side. Still a nice big signal, 91 coin, possibly, or is it going to be trash? Where are you? Something there. No, it's neither. Looking like a washer. That's a big signal for that. Copper washer, I think. Yeah, never mind. So coming in at about an 8 as a first little artefact of the day. That's quite interesting. It's got this little sort of detailing on it and a bit of silvering. I think it might have been maybe part of a strap end of some description, or a buckle plate maybe. We get those odd random little thin slithers of copper, don't we, and quite often you actually I think they are parts of belt buckles and buckle plates and whatnot. But yeah, so there we go, nice little artifact there. I've got a new phone, so I'm trying out the new camera, and I've connected my mic to it. Hopefully it's all working fine. I'm not going to know until the edit, so yeah, hopefully it's good quality as well. Should be really nice quality filming with this. But yeah, there we go, nice little start. Whilst I've got this camera on, I think we'll just quickly go through the settings, because people are asking. I have changed my Ferrous limits and I haven't changed much else, so yeah, let's have a quick look. So volume 25, I have that on full. All-terrain fast, doesn't matter, any of the all-terrain programs, you can use any of these. They all use the same frequencies. So noise cancel, it cancelled at 2, that's where it was on a rolling noise cancel. Ground balance 0. Recovery speed 5, 6, but not, I'm usually 6. I don't really touch it, to be honest. I'll leave it at 6, seems good. All metal. And then Ferrous limits, this is what I've changed mostly. So here we go, I'll go through them fairly quickly, and you can just sort of pause and change them as you like. So target ID 3, Ferrous limit 0 on the first one. On the top, this is the upper limits. And then 29, 22 for the second one. 46 and 9. 70 and 11. And then the last one, 99 to 24. And then the bottom ones, 3 and 0 again. 25 and minus 17. 48 minus 23. And then 74 minus 23. And 99 minus 23. So these little areas that I've just changed and widened and brought down and what have you, they're just areas where I was getting those bigger bits of iron. You know, I was getting like big nuts, bolts and nuts and things like that, rusty round, and they were coming up. Some of them in this lower limit here, which I've notched away, and then you're not going to dig that iron. Ferrous volume 4. Ferrous pitch 1. Stabilizer, I have that on 2 now. I've been using it on 2. Haven't really noticed much of a difference, but it's not causing any issues, so I've left it at 2. 5 regional tones. My tones are all the same as they were before, so nothing changed there. First one 0, 1. Volume 4, that's your Ferrous volume. 3 and 1. 4, 16. Volume 25. 19, 21. 20 and 32. All volume 25. 40 and 33. 41 and 42. Oh, volume on that is 20. I did turn that down because it's quite a high tone, so I've just turned that one down a tad. 70, 42, 71, 49, and 99 and 49. That's your tones. Audio theme normal, profile simple, multi IQ, and that's it really. yeah, so if you've got any questions, I think I will take photos of every screen again and put them on the Facebook group, so they're there with the fresh settings, so you can look through them as well. I'll do that at some point when I get a chance. But there you are, there's the settings. Got 27, jump between 27 and a 29. Sweet little signal, about 3 chevrons down, so it works in sort of roughly inches, 3 inches. Yeah, probably about right, still in there. Oh, a stone. Not coming out. Very rocky soil up here. Okay, I must be just missing it. I think it may be in this side over here. So, definitely a wobbly signal, that's for sure. This. Oh, that's an old toggle off a coat. One of the little press toggles, you know what I mean. Hangs on your string, still presses in and out. It's obviously got a spring in it. But yeah, more rubbish. Never mind. Next week I'm going. I was talking about Jordan. He's actually sorted out a dig for us, dragon detecting crew. So I'm heading to Herefordshire, South Wales. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Actually, it's going to be a really good weekend. Absolutely can't wait. I'm going to take the big coil as well. I think the 15. I'll take that with me. Hopefully we get on some pasture there. Horde hunting coil. You never know. You never know. And that's why you should always check your holes, guys, because that was not the signal. Whatever it is still in there. Weirdly. It's out now. It's probably still going to be rubbish, but that wasn't the signal that I pulled out. It's in there. I can see something. I can see an edge. Oh, quite a big edge. Okay, what was that doing in there with a toggle? That's a piece of buckle. There we go, a bit of bronzy sort of buckle there. Quite a bit of age to that. It's quite thick, crude looking. But yeah, just sort of a fragment of buckle. But that was in the same hole as that toggle. So yeah, pinpointer was picking up the spring. Manticore probably wasn't. I don't know. Manticore might not have seen that toggle because they might have put the spring down to be in iron. Let's see. There's that toggle. Yeah, doesn't even see it. Oh, there you go. So seeing that as iron, that wasn't even the signal that the Manticore was telling me about. It's just that my pinpointer picked up the spring. But yeah, it's great. Check your holes. Piece of buckle. Lovely. So there's a really iffy 50s in this hole, and it was given quite a big iron tone, but there was just a tone in there. It's probably about 8 or 9 inches down. And we've got a bit of button born. Whoa, yes. That is a big thick button, that. Missing the shank unfortunately, but look at that. Little beauty. That is lovely. We do love a good button. But yeah, really iffy signal that was. You just got to listen for that little. If you've got iron, but you've just got that little tone in there. This might have been up on edge, I think, as well, which wouldn't have helped. But yeah, it was just enough of a signal to dig it. Oh, yes. I thought this was a watch winder to start with. It was coming in at about a 16, so very low. But it's kind of more like a little leathery sort of stud, isn't it? I would have said. Don't know the age of that. It looks, is that a seam there? No, not sure. It's probably got some age to it, I think. It's probably looks kind of post-medieval to me. Yeah, nice little find, little artefact again. I seem to be picking up little artifacts today, which is nice. But yeah, a bit of an odd little one. I think it's obviously missing the same bit off this end. But yeah, I think leather stud. of some description. Thought we'd do a live on this one, it's such a nice signal. 32, pretty solid, nice round dot on the screen there. Sort of mid-conductor. Possible button. But could be many things, that. 31, 33. Could even be hammered, but I'm not having a great deal of luck today, so had a few little bits and bobs, but nothing too exciting. What we got there? Possibly even just a piece of lead, actually. Be quiet. I think it is just a piece of lead. That was a lovely signal. Don't think there's anything on it either. No, just a blob, just a little piece. I literally stuck my spade in the ground for this one and then thought, no, I will film it. Because I know what'll happen. It'll be something good, but it's very iffy. It's a bit of an iffy one, but it's high numbers, so I'm not expecting much. But like I say, I stuck my spade in the ground and then thought twice about it. Because it'd be typical, I'd dig it up and then it'd be something good, but it's not, it doesn't sound great to be fair, but I think I'm totally missing it, which is telling me that it's more likely to be trash, to be honest, but you know what, it's not. I think it's actually a coin. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to leave that exactly where it is because there's a bit of an imprint there. That must have been kind of up on edge, that. It's given a very iffy signal, but yeah, I think we got a coin. So there we go, I haven't touched anything. You can just see the imprint there and the edge of the coin just sitting up there. I think there's a bit of an imprint, not much. I think it's a coin anyway. Well, that's interesting. Okay, it's a coin, but it's been sort of counter stamped. IF, yeah, if only. Looks like an IF right through the middle of Britannia there. It looks like a bit of an older coin, this. Let's give it a little bit of a trouser rub. Pinpointer's trying to go off. Let me just shut that up. It's fell behind me. Put that away. What have we got here? Who is this? Might even be like a William III, maybe? Difficult to see. Where's Britannia? Because if we flip her the other way, we'll have it the right way. So there we go. Britannia's sitting up that way. So it should. Bust should be there. Is that a George III? Is that George? I don't know. Bit of a funny bust on there. No, it could be George. I don't know. I'm not sure on that one. Is that George II? Is that 1, 2 up here? Could be George II, I think. I'm not 100% sure. It's a bit of a difficult one. Let me try and just give it a bit of a rub up, because sometimes that can bring the detail out a little bit. I'm thinking, I'm not, it's actually, it's a George, it's definitely a George. I can see, sorry guys, I think it's sure it says George. Might be a George III. That's a difficult one, that. Is that second? There's just 2 there, I think. That's very worn. No, that's 3. 1, 2, 3 I can see there. That's a George III. Probably a half penny, but yeah, is it an IF? Not sure if that's an I or a, yeah, but a bit of an odd stamp, isn't it? That's pretty cool, that. Don't very often find them like that, have little counter stamps in them. If we can just brush that, get some more details. A bit of a funny eye, it's got a mark in the middle of that. Try and get some more of the detail up. But yeah, first coin of the day.
We got ourselves, I'm pretty sure, a George III there. Pretty sure it is, and then Britannia, and yeah, I think that's an IF, but it's got a funny little line in the middle of that I. There we go, look at that. Absolute beauty. I'm noticing this camera wants me to be very close. It's got a great macro on it, which is very nice actually. I can get very close, nice detail, so you can see everything. There we are. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. First coin of the day. Lovely stuff. Right, now this was coming up in 30s, 40s, and I have not had one of these over this end of the field. I'm right at the other end from where I started, up there near that pole there, and I just haven't had one from this end of the field for a long time, and it's literally just fell off that imprint there, and I haven't moved it. I have no idea what it is, but it is a hammered, I think. Unbelievable. Look at this. I think that's going to be an Elizabeth, so we've got the imprint there as well. Just put that there for a minute. I wonder if you can see any detail on it. Not quite. It just came out and fell off that little clod there, but we look like we've got a little Elizabeth for first. Absolutely brilliant. I was not expecting a hammered today, and especially off this end of the field, because this is, I've just been over and over this end quite a lot. I'm guessing it's going to be a London Mint DON there. Wonder what the conditions like. Not very often very good on the Elizabeth coins, and not looking overly great. Bust side. Just give it a little brush. There's not a lot of detail on there. Yeah, that was reasonably iffy as well actually for a, I mean, it wasn't overly deep, I don't think, 6 or 7 inches maybe, but that is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, wasn't expecting a hammer today at all. Haven't had many off this field for a long while, so I had them up the other end, but not this end of the field. So yeah, lovely little London Mint Elizabeth I, 1500s. You beauty. Yeah, not great on that side. You can see Liz there, Rosa, Spinner. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, not expecting that today, so that's brilliant. Hammered coin. We're on the silver. Get in. Right, got a little surface 20 here, and I have already found it. I can't believe this. I think we've done it again. Look, just there. I think that's a little cut quarter from the looks of that. Yeah, I just scraped that with my pinpointer just now. Wasn't expecting a hammer again. They're just always unexpected, aren't they? I think you dig so much little bits of lead and little bits of rubbish that you just keep going and going, and eventually you do find you do find some good stuff, don't you? I'm not 100% sure who that is. Who's that gonna be? It could be a Henry III. It's very pellety, dotty, isn't it? Henry III voided long cross, possibly. It's cut along the cross, isn't it? I'm gonna go with that. 3 pellets in that quarter. Yeah, I can't tell you an awful lot about that. Hard, very difficult with the little cut quarters, isn't it? Let's have a little spray up, just give it a little clean. Got so much mud, it's very sticky today, everything's very sticky. Lots of mud on my fingers, which doesn't help. Just give them a wipe. Very cold today, it's turned up, it was lovely and sunny this morning, but it has turned very cold. ARD there. I think that's ARD. It could be a Richard Munier. Richard, maybe. Is that the scepter there? It's very difficult indeed, but a lovely little cut quarter nonetheless. And I do love finding those. You know, I know that's on the surface, but you know your machine's working well. It's fairly well set up when it's finding little bits like that. Beauty, absolute beauty. Second hammer of the day. No coins last week, absolutely zilch, and I'm on 3 today, so we're doing really well there. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. So this one here was coming up in the 30s. Dog poo. Oh, dog walkers. There's plenty of those about here. They seem to, yeah, seeing as there's a field, just leave it. But you'd think, knowing that there's detectorists and other people on here, you'd think they'd pick it up, but they don't. Anyway, this was a 30, and it's lovely. It's a piece of buckle, I believe, and it would have been very, very nice. It's silvered. It looks, I'd say it's got some age. That's probably post-medieval again. Medieval, post-medieval. But yeah, quite a nice little design on there. It's a shame it's broken. Would have liked to have seen what it looked like complete. But yeah, I seem to keep finding bits of buckle. Lots of little bits of buckle. So yeah, that's nice to find. But that is nice, that. Yeah. Lovely. Bouncing around a bit, this one. It's about a 20, 21. God, it is getting cold now. Wind's got up a bit. Totally disappeared on me now. Where have you gone? So, still a 20. Seems to have gone quiet. Had a bit of buckle and button. Oh, I thought I saw something then. I can't believe this. I think that might be another cut quarter. I think it is. I'll put that there and we'll have to go to the other camera. Try and turn my back to that wind a bit. God, my fingers absolutely freezing now. Probably should put my gloves on, but for some reason the temperature's really dropped. I feel like it's going to snow. It's that kind of sky today. But anyway, here we go. I can't believe this. I haven't actually looked at it yet, so I'm pretty sure that's a cut quarter. It is. Is it cut or is it broken? Very difficult to... What on earth is that? Well, that's an odd one. I don't recognise that at all. I think that's broken. It might have been a cut half that's broken, maybe? But I've got absolutely no idea what that is. Possibly a Soldino made it, maybe? Is it? I really don't know. That's an odd one. I cannot for the life of me think what that could be. What do you guys think of that one? That is odd. I really don't know. That's really stumped me, that has. Let me know what you think of that, guys, because I can't work it out. I'm thinking Soldino, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just sort of a guess there, really. I'm not sure at all on that. Yeah, you'll have to let me know, guys. I really don't know. But third hammered of the day. I wasn't expecting one off here today, let alone 3. That's just crazy. It just shows that if you keep going over an area, even when an area is quiet, which this is quite quiet here, but you keep going over and over it and up and down, and it's surprising what you find, actually. But yeah, bit of a broken hammered there, and I've got not a clue what it is. So let me know your thoughts on that one, guys, please. Well, there we have it, guys. That's it. That's going to be it for the day. I've had a cracking day again. Just absolutely brilliant. It's good to come back to a field when you think, oh, you know, there's probably not going to be much more come out of it. It can really surprise you sometimes. It's just worth going back and keep going back and don't give up on it, because you will have missed stuff. Undoubtedly would have missed stuff, definitely. Yeah, there's still plenty in here. I thought to myself this morning, I thought there's got to be more hammered here somewhere. And I know I've had quite a few off here over the time. And you think to yourself, it can't just dry up, can it? It can't just stop. And it hasn't. It hasn't. I've had 3 today. I've had 4 coins, total opposite to last week. 4 coins, and 3 of those being hammered coins. So absolutely brilliant. Yeah, what a smashing day. Let's have a look at what we found today, guys. So there we are, guys. Look at that. Again, pot full of coins this week as well. I had nothing in there last week, but I have this week. The usual, plenty of buttons. Obviously, this field seems to be absolutely full of them. I even got a nice bit of button pawn again. Keep managing a bit of that every week, I'll be happy. Little bit of a little Tudor button there, missing the shank, sort of Tudory sort of style. Shank's broken, unfortunately, but yeah, one of those sort of rounded little blob buttons. Plenty of bits of buckle today. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of buckle. I think I may have had the odd little tiny piece that I've probably chucked in my trash bag as well. Got the World War II bullet there, one of those sort of lead-filled, copper-cased bullets. Not sure on that. I wasn't sure, to be honest. It was caked in crud, and I've cleaned it up, and I think it's actually some sort of a toggle, actually. Not sure on age of that. If anybody's got any ideas or thoughts on the age, that would be interesting. It kind of looks bronzy, but yeah, not 100% sure on that. Bit of an odd one. Yeah, so that's it for the bottom part there. We've got a little bit of what I think is probably either a buckle plate or strap end. Lovely decoration and a bit silvered on there. On that side just looks like a little strip of copper, doesn't it, like we always find. But yeah, nice little bit of decoration there. That other little possible leather mount type thing, Little stud on the back of there. Not 100% sure on that either. Like I say, I've got plenty of bits that I'm unsure of, especially like that one. Kind of looks strap endy, but then it's got this little thing here, which is a bit of an oddity. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on these. If you do know, let me know. Lovely bit of buckle there. That is absolutely stunning. I'm going to say that's probably quite an early one. Silvered, bronzy buckle. But yeah, you can even see file marks on the back of there. I'm going to say it's got quite some age to that. But yeah, lovely little find. Shame it is broken. But I had this morning. Now I'm pretty certain that is silver. I'm almost 100%, but I've got no idea what it's off. It's just a tiny little piece. Look. But yeah, little strip of silver. That was on the field on the way over here. I had a little wander a little swing as I walked over. And then coins wise, yeah, absolutely smashed it today. We've got that counter-struck, I think, George III. No, is it a George? I'm guessing, second guessing myself there. George's, I'm pretty sure that is a George III, and it's been counter-struck there with an I. I think an I and an F. Funny little mark in the middle of the I though, but yeah, IF there. You can see Britannia behind it, sitting that way. Could have counter-struck it the right way round, couldn't they? But yeah, nice little find. And then of course the hammered coins. Still really unsure of that last one we found. Got no idea at all. I'm just gonna guess Soldino. Just looking at the patterning on it is very odd. Yeah, that is an odd one. Kind of look like those wings from the lion on a Soldino, don't it? I think that is a Soldino. Could be totally wrong there, but yeah, a bit of an odd one. And then of course Elizabeth I. Lovely little coin there. Shield, always good on the shield side, aren't they? Civitas London Mint. And then on the bust side, she's been totally wiped off. I don't think they liked her much. But yeah, just the bust. You've got the writing around the outside's pretty good, and then the bust is totally almost gone, isn't it? Very odd. But yeah, they did a lot of those come up like that. And then this one, I think, I'm gonna say is a Henry III voided long cross, just from the amount of pellets on there. It's all pellets everywhere, little cut quarter. But beautiful, aren't they? Just absolutely stunning. But yeah, not expecting 3 hammers today. That is just absolutely incredible. But there we go. What a day. What an absolute stonker of a day.
There we are, guys. Yeah, thank you very much as always for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that one. It's been a cold one, that's for sure. My hands are freezing, absolutely freezing. Pheasant now walked onto the field. A couple of them about here, I think. But yeah, no, it has really gone cold. It wasn't this morning. That sun was beautiful. Shame it didn't stay out. But yeah, no, what a cracking day. Really enjoyed myself. Thank you all very much for watching. And I'll see you next week in Wales, in Herefordshire. Which I'm super excited about. So yeah, thank you, massive thank you to Jordan for organising this. He's an absolute legend. Yeah, so it's going to be a dragon detecting weekender for us. But yeah, really super excited about that. But yeah, thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one, guys.